This is Mark Sanchez from the New York Post here at the Jets training facility. We just had some time in the locker room, 2 sessions today, open locker room. Just talking to some guys, in between workouts. Guys are kind of getting ready. They're looking forward to getting on the field next week. They'll start doing some OTA stuff, the off-season stuff, so where they'll actually get on the field and do some football drills rather than just weight room stuff, conditioning. Well, I think what we've learned at this point about Sanchez's health is he says he's on schedule. He's been running a little bit. He was on the treadmill initially. Now he's doing a little bit of running. He's not doing any cutting yet. He's done some light throwing. I talked to him today, asked him if he's kind of pining to throw the ball a little bit. He said he's been doing a little bit of throwing of the ball to some of the guys, but obviously in the OTAs that will come up in the coming weeks, he will not be a full participant. His goal all along, that he's kept quiet until just recently, has been to try to be ready for that mid-June veteran minicamp.
Sure, just getting back in the huddle and getting back in the swing of things. It feels good getting in the meeting room and not just watching last year's plays, but starting to talk about little tweaks and stuff we're making for this year. Just going over hearing the terminology again and feeling so much more comfortable than last year at this time. And so I can't wait just to get out there and feel these guys out, see what our team's all about, early on, and see what we have to work towards.
Yeah, LaDainian is a very mellow personality. He kind of fits in with anybody. I think it's going to be a very easy transition for him. He's worked with Brian Schottenheimer before in San Diego. So I think this is all going to fit well. They're going to have a good role for him.
I think at this time, it's all about, we're building a team, and like anything, you take small steps. We're building toward the season, and you can't win a championship in one day. And so, it's a process, and I look forward to starting that process.
It's just a time for these guys to get together on the field where it's not a mandatory minicamp, so to speak, and it's not training camp. It's just a little extra time. I think really there's an added importance this year for them because there's so much newness. You got all these new guys, these new faces. Jason Taylor on defense. Obviously the rookies every year. You get new rookies, but with Santonio Holmes here, there's just obviously we just talked about LaDainian Tomlinson. These guys need to do it together on the field, and I think these OTAs are the seeds that kind of. You plant those early, and things will grow as they get toward training camp and more toward the season. This has been Mark Sanchez from the New York Post here at the New York Jets training facility.